Anthony Doerr wrote a book that set the fiction world on fire. Cuckoo Land was published in September of 2021 with enough raving adulation to fill a bloom. But whether it was praise for his rhythmic incantatory prose or marvel at the Swiss watchery of his plot, nowhere in the several dozen reviews I read was there a single note on what to me was the most obvious theme in the ambitious, genre-busting novel that is Anthony Doerr's 600-page Cuckoo Land.
She was a book nerd, she had blonde hair.
Here's what you need to know about the book. And don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. First, all of the critics were right when they say it's ambitious. It's a story that plays out over nearly 1,000 years, from the 15th century Byzantine Empire to 22nd century interstellar space. There are 5 main characters and dozens of minor ones, and at first you don't really know what's going on. Like, why did we just leave Constantinople and are suddenly talking about the Korean War? And it's only the narrative power within the sub-stories that keeps you going. I'm like not the sharpest scythe in the wheat field, so it took me a few hundred pages to understand what Doerr was trying to do. It was this. He was retracing the path of an ancient book across time, from when it was a mud-soaked manuscript found by a child to when it was translated by a heartbroken old man in the library of a mountain town in Idaho, to the role it plays in the life of a 10-year-old girl traveling in a spaceship light years from Earth. That book was called Cuckoo Land, and this book is about that book. Get it? No? Okay, well, keep watching. So how did the critics miss the most obvious theme in the book? That's easy. The success with which Doerr pulls off this crazy tale is so total that you might be forgiven if you reach the last page and just go, wow. It is truly an amazing master story comprised of many minis, all carefully assembled. And though the tone is basically optimistic, Anthony Doerr has ideas about the pernicious overreach of human encroachment on nature and the ineradicable scarring of the damaged human heart. Worthy themes though these are, they still don't get at the big idea in Doerr's big book. What is that? Well, I'm telling you in 1 second, but first, since we're here together and you're still listening to my word on words, take a second to subscribe. Nothing would make me happier. Okay, so what is this book really about? Cuckoo Land is an homage, a tribute, a celebration of the fool. The fool as outcast, the fool as rebel, the fool as hero. The title itself is a term historically used to denote a state of absurdity. If you live in Cuckoo Land, you're an idiot and no one should take you seriously. Each of the main characters touched by the book and who share in its fate are themselves fools, misfits, outcasts in one way or another. But not only is it the action of these fools that save the book and give it new life, they, in doing that, quite literally save humankind. So the critics were right when they said Cuckoo Land was an amazing book, but they missed the most important part of the story. It's the fool who is the one who saves us all. And perhaps Doerr, with all his celebration of libraries and books, snuck into his carefully crafted pages his most scandalous claim. Because who among civilization's respectable contributors is most suspect? In light of all the misunderstood outlets of human endeavor, who is the biggest fool of all? The writer. It's his scribbles that transport, instruct, distract, and ultimately save us all. That's my take at least, but have you read Cuckoo Land? What did you think of it? Do you think I'm right? Let me know in the comments below. I would much rather hear your ideas than blather on about my own. Truly. Okay, that's it for me. Remember, music keeps you young, but reading keeps you sharp. See you next time.
She was a book nerd, she had blonde hair with a paperback in her back pocket.